Fears of a snap election if efforts to form a coalition government fail also weighed on sentiment, with the 2-year benchmark bond yield rising above 10% for the first time since mid-June. Central bank steps to support the lira provided some support to markets. Shares edged higher after sharp losses on July 23. The escalation of geopolitical risks together with the ongoing political uncertainties about the formation of a new government has amplified volatility in the financial markets, Finansbank economist Deniz Çiçek said in a note. The lira hit 2.75 against the US currency by 10.28 GMT, marking a 3.6% loss on the week, far underperforming the currency's emerging market peers and the biggest weekly loss since the June 7 election. The lira rebounded temporarily during the morning after the central bank cut its US dollar 1-week deposit rate to 3% from 3.5% and raised the remuneration rate which it pays on forex required reserves to 0.21% from 0.15%. Bankers said such measures alone would not be enough to eliminate selling pressure, but it was important that the bank showed it was ready to act. "We do not think that banks will tap that depot facility now," said BGC Partners chief economist Özgür Altu, noting that it was last used by banks in late 2012 but saying the rate was starting to normalize. Until today the interest rates of this facility were relatively high. Now they started to make some sense, he said. The latest central bank moves came after it kept key interest rates on hold for a 5th straight month on July 23, avoiding any mention of political uncertainty and focusing on food and energy prices. Investors were also keeping an eye on coalition talks between Davutoglu's Justice and Development Party, AKP, and the main opposition Republican People's Party, CHP. The 2-year benchmark bond maturing on June 14, 2017 rose as far as 10.05% in early trade, its highest since mid-June, compared with Thursday's spot close of 9.83%. The 10-year benchmark bond maturing on March 12, 2025 rose as high as 9.76% from Thursday's spot close of 9.48%.